Welcome to the BNN Lifestyle News Show. We're going to take a look back at some of our favorite stories aired right here on BNN. The Village's Show Kitchen debuted its new cooking demonstration classes June 20th inside the market at Sawgrass Grove.
The Show Kitchen is where you can come in and watch a cooking show and learn a new recipe, and we provide those recipes with you as you leave, and you could take them home and create stuff yourself. A lot of people that come in here are so excited about it. They've been waiting for something like this to come, so they're just really super duper excited about it. I think a lot of people are scared to cook because they're scared they're going to mess it up, and I feel like anybody can cook, and you shouldn't just, follow the rule book with the recipe. You should be able to trail off and maybe add something different, and it's okay to do that. Don't be scared to do that.
Well, we tend to be eating out a lot, and I thought maybe it would help me learn some new recipes and learn how to do the plant-based cooking. It was really interesting. I also signed up for the Greek class. We're going to do the Villages Grown tour tonight. So I thought, well, we'll bring some of the vegetables and things from there and then maybe learn a little bit from here today.
I like plant-based cooking, so I thought maybe I could learn something from it. It's supposed to be healthy for you. My family is not on board all the time, so I thought, well, maybe we can find something they would like.
Cooking demonstrations are offered at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. The cost is $60 per person. To sign up, you can go to thevillagesentertainment.com and click on the Experiences tab at the top of the page. A new recreation center just had its grand opening.
1, 2, 3. We've been here since end of March waiting for this day to come, and it finally arrived. It's amazing to go inside, and I'm glad that they preserved the history of the Watermelon Festival that used to be here in Leesburg. Most people don't know about it from like 1930 to around 1960s. They would take all the stuff they couldn't sell and just have a nice festival and have Miss Watermelon and the biggest watermelon contest. So they preserved that history, and that's what it's about. Franklin was the one that basically started the industry here. The Mickey Lee and the Jubilee are prototype watermelons that they developed along with the University of Florida. And Newell is the guy who was a scientist and that's where we live, in the village of Newell, right over here off the golf course. We love living here so far, and this is icing on the cake for us, having this open.
We're a little unique because we have one large room and one game room. And the game room has all sorts of fun stuff in it. We have pool tables, ping pong, Xboxes, Pac-Man. We have a family pool. We have bocce, shuffleboard. In a couple months, starting new groups here, and we're gonna have lots of fun socials coming up. We're doing bingo next Tuesday. We're gonna do some fun watermelon themed socials with painting vases like watermelons and coasters, and lots of fun stuff to come.
Franklin Recreation is located at 6750 Makeson Road. A medical game changer was revealed on June 12th. UF Health's Mobile Stroke Treatment Unit Network, a network that will one day include UF Health, the Villages Hospital.
It is a specialty-equipped ambulance that has specialty-trained staff, including a registered nurse, a CT technician, a paramedic, and an EMT on the truck. And we have vascular neurology stroke attendings via telemedicine. What makes this special and different is we have a CT scanner on the actual ambulance. So if you call 911 dispatch and you think you're having a stroke, they will deploy the mobile stroke treatment unit straight to your house. We can scan your head, work you up for a stroke, and treat you right in your driveway. So what we say is time is brain. So when you're having an ischemic stroke, about 2 million brain cells are dying every minute. Those are not recoverable. So with this unit, we're decreasing the time of symptom onset to stroke treatment. We can also treat you with hemorrhagic stroke medication. So if you have bleeding in your brain, we can reverse that bleeding in your brain in your driveway as well. We have 4.5 hours from symptom onset to deliver that clot-busting medication by FDA guidelines, but you don't want to wait that long. You want to get it as soon as possible. And so we'll get on scene, assess the patient with the specialty staff, get you on the truck. The CT scan takes 2 to 3 minutes, and then we can start treating you right after that. This changes the game entirely and lets us treat you for stroke more quickly than taking you to a hospital. The key is that you have to call 911. So knowing the signs of stroke by remembering fast for face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and time to call 911. So don't go take a nap, don't go take an aspirin, don't sit around, call 911 because time is brain, and once your brain's dead, we can't fix it.
Nicole says they just received the mobile stroke treatment unit a few weeks ago, and it will be in service in Gainesville by the end of July. Soon after UF Health, the Villages Hospital will be included in this mobile stroke treatment unit network.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Knox Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Knox Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
75 years ago, then President Harry S. Truman signed the Women's Armed Services Integration Act, allowing women to serve in the United States Armed Forces. June 12th is Women Veterans Recognition Day, and in celebration, the Tri-County Women Veterans hosted its 3rd annual event at Belglade Country Club.
I was among the first women, or the group of first women that went to sea duty once the legislation was passed in 1978 and opened up sea duty billets to women. I volunteered in 1980 to go to sea, and they sent me to the Puget Sound, which was a repair ship. We repaired destroyers, aircraft carriers, everything but subs we repaired. I loved being at sea because you have a real job to do, you have a mission, you have the best people in the world working for you, which are Navy enlisted, and you just have a real purpose to do things. Because we have fought for so long to, number one, be recognized as full participants in the military that have invaluable contributions to the military, and to celebrate the fact that finally we were recognized and brought into the military services as full members, and just to celebrate that all of us have done something that's the first or unique. We have all broken glass ceilings. There isn't anyone here that hasn't been the first to do something or among the first to do something. And it's just an honor to be with all these women that have such diverse experiences. I'm kind of humbled.
So my dad was career military. He was a World War II vet, and he was in the Air National Guard in New York. And so it was kind of decreed, kind of when I was born. I keep telling everybody that my dad enlisted me when I was born. And so it just became the right thing to do. I joined the Air National Guard in New York, did re-enlist in 1992 at March Air Force Base, and then stayed in until 2003, retiring as a lieutenant colonel. I was the first enlisted female in my Guard unit in 1972. There were nurses, but not enlisted. And so just to be able to share these stories with these women who have had diverse careers, and we range in age from the 70s to the 50s. We're all so different, but yet we're all so the same.
My dad was career Air Force. I was in Air Force ROTC in high school. I loved it, you know, I made good friends there, and so I just knew that was something I wanted to do. I signed up as avionics, which means I was an electrician on helicopters. And so I did that for a couple of years, and then our commandant actually came in and took out all the WMs, or Women Marines, out of combat MOSs, so I had to redesignate. And so after trying out a couple of different jobs, a maintenance admin job came open, which is doing the logs and records on aircraft, because I wanted to stay in aviation, so that gave me the opportunity to do that. So then I did that and went to a jet squadron, and we did a lot of deploying. We went over to Japan, Korea, and the Philippines. So it was kind of neat. We do have a place in the service, and so it's important that everyone recognizes that.
Since 1999, the Tri-County Women Veterans Group has grown from about 27 members to more than 300 female veterans. They meet at 11 a.m. on the third Monday of each month at Palmer Legends Country Club. The Sunshine State is home to one of the largest populations of women veterans in the nation, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. There are roughly 2 million women veterans in the U.S. June 14th is designated as Flag Day, and area residents gathered at Veterans Memorial Park of the Villages for the annual Flag Day celebration.
Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for this day, this place, and all who are present. Today we especially want to thank you for our country and its symbol of our flag, and what it stands for, not only here in America, but also around the world. Today we continue to pay tribute to our comrades who have not only stood up for your teaching, but also stood up for our flag and country, which you have blessed us with. This country, which stands throughout the world as a beacon of hope and freedom. Again, we ask you to be with our country in this time and allow us to take pride in this symbol, our flag, and may you always continue to let us remember what it stands for, as we are one nation under our God.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
When it comes to sudden onset hearing loss, it's idiopathic, right? We don't really know for sure what causes it. The leading theory is there's a very small blood supply to the inner ear. When the blood is blocked or can't get through for just a little bit of time, it kills or damages parts of the cochlea, the basilar membrane, and the outer hair cell. Steroids are designed, right, to blow everything open. You do a high dose for 10 to 12 days. If the duration of time is short enough between onset of the sudden hearing loss and the steroid therapy, it just works 72, 76% of the time, up to 76% of the time. So that's why we say don't delay. Does it always work? No, but the sooner you start, the better your chances.
The popularity of cardio drumming can be seen around this community. Now, two instructors, Donna Yun and Karen Schramm, have taken that same idea and energy and modified it to the pool with splash cardio drumming at Everglades Recreation Sports Pool.
Oh, so far it's been excellent. It's been a blast. Yeah, we have actually a lot of participants come from one class and go to the other one. It's been very successful. And while this is our first class that we were given to see how successful it will be, eventually they said they will give us another class. So we'll probably have a second class next 6 months. So we've had to actually modify some of the moves that we actually do in class because we don't have a ball and bucket in the pool. We just have either pool noodles or drumsticks. And so what we've been doing is a lot of scooping exercises and pushing the water away, a lot of squatting, and a lot of jumping around.
We're squatting.
I think it's totally fun, and we just we have an opportunity to get all goofy and stuff while we're on the stage.
Get goofy.
Yeah, we do. None of us do. We have drumettes that help us out every week, and none of us do the same thing at every single song.
My class is kind of a little bit more high aerobic, cardio drumming, so I've really had to calm those moves down. Not as hard on their joints, like the jumping in the pool is a lot less impact. So that's a good thing on people who have like leg problems, knee problems like Donna, hip problems like me. Just as long as they're moving their bodies and trying to do what we're doing, that's all that really matters. We just want them to have fun.
Splash Cardio Drumming with Donna and Karen is held 10 a.m. Tuesdays at Everglades Recreation Sports Pool. Donna is also excited for the announcement of a cardio drumming cruise with Donna happening in February. Swimming was a huge part of Laura Landau's life when she was younger until she went away to college. Now that she's retired, she has found her way back to the pool with the Villages Aquatic swim team.
One of the things that I thought was great about the Villages was having the opportunity to have this kind of swimming in a place where I can come do this every day if I wanted. And I lived here 4 years before I retired, so I wasn't able to take advantage of it. But then after I retired, my first official act of retirement was to join VAST. This is a wonderful group of people. I am not the fastest. But it's fantastic exercise, and so I really enjoy it, and I love the people in this club.
2 years ago, Laura volunteered to be the club's social chairman, taking on the responsibility of organizing parties and gatherings. Then, when the president-elect position opened up, she was approached with the idea of running, so she did. She is now VAST's new president. She wants to help keep the team going on its upward trajectory, especially with the Villages growing.
So we'll do the best we can to make it comfortable for people to swim where they're at. We do also have one practice a week at Isle. So we've stretched just slightly south of where we are here. But I would say that what we're just trying to do is give it a fun, safe, comfortable place to get good coaching for competitive type swimmers, but you don't have to be competitive. We're also, we're happy to have fitness swimmers. We're happy to have triathletes who want to improve their swimming, open water swimmers, so we're not just exclusive to those who want to compete. We were just recently contacted by a gentleman who is moving to the Villages from Arizona this summer, and he happens to be an ASCA Level 5 swim coach, which is the pinnacle of swim coaching in the United States, and he has agreed to become our new head coach. And we plan to start our new program under him in September.
If you're interested in joining VAST, Laura says you can visit thevillagesaquaticswimteam.com, click on Contact VAST, and send a message to request a tryout.
You're living the dream. Fun times and great tunes. Jackhammering the rock and roll, delighting up the dance in R&B. It's your Villages house party on your Villages soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Villages soundtrack, WVLG.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by the Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG Senior Forecaster Dave Cole. Understanding the forecasts are an important part of being prepared for severe weather situations. A hurricane watch indicates hurricane conditions are a threat within 48 hours. Review your preparation plans, keeping informed, and be ready to act if a warning is issued. A hurricane warning alerts you that hurricane conditions are expected within 36 hours. Complete your preparations. Tropical storms bring winds between 39 and 73 miles per hour, and hurricanes can produce winds over 74 miles per hour. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season, presented by the Villages Insurance. And thank you for listening to your Villages soundtrack, WVLG.
Dan Wilcox remembers being mesmerized by watching artist Bob Ross on television during his formative years.
I fell in love with painting this side of COVID, and that was from taking my wife to a class for our anniversary, thinking I was just scoring Husband of the Year kind of points, and just fell in love with it. I'd watched Bob as a kid, but I've never been an artist. 22 years financial services business, and now I just fell in love with this painting, and I quit my real job, took about a month's worth of classes over in New Smyrna Beach to get my certification, and just found I really enjoy teaching. And so I reached out to Melanie and the team at the Enrichment Academy, and it's been a wonderful fit and full classes, and we're having a great time. And he's right, anybody can do this. It's a process. You got to just be willing to try, something to practice, and you really, I've seen lots of people get incredible results with this. And the process is what he's really teaching us there, is that if you learn how to handle the brush, get the paint in it correctly, you know, that's a brush we could be painting the trim here in the classroom with. You can't think about being artistic with that. You've got to learn how to just let the brush do it. Touch the canvas properly, and it takes a little practice. But boy, once it works for you, you just, it's like painting a photograph. It's just incredible. Beyond just enjoying painting every time myself, seeing someone go from feeling pretty intimidated about it to having some confidence, and then there's probably 8 or 9 people here already today that have taken another class with me. So they're building that. I just love it, man. That's sharing the joy of painting. They don't have to be artistic. If they loved watching Bob or have an interest in this, a class like this, mine or one of the other ones through the Enrichment Academy, is such a good way to try it on for size. You don't have to go buy all the stuff. You show up, everything's ready to roll. So give yourself permission to try new stuff. If it interests you, go for it. You might find a new passion like I did, and who knows where it could lead.
Paint Like Bob Ross is a one-day class offered 9 a.m. July 10th at First Responders Recreation and noon August 15th at Lake Myona Recreation. There is a $20 supply fee for materials. To register, you can visit an at your service location or go to theenrichmentacademy.org. Villager Frank Zampardi taught art back in school for 32 years. When he retired to Florida, he was planning to play a lot of golf, but that plan was derailed due to back surgery. As Ray Delago tells us now, Frank found his way back inside an art room.
15 years ago, this Village of Liberty Park resident taught an art class to a handful of people inside Pimlico Rec Center. Today, his Artist Jumpstart group is filled with talent.
I enjoy teaching. I enjoy seeing students reach higher heights, so to speak, and I'm always there for them. I mean, they call me, they email me, they text me for help, so it's a good thing. And Jumpstart is really good because I teach my classes on a Friday at the Village Art Workshops, so they get their assignment and they can come here Monday, a few days later, to get 3 more hours of studio time in. So that works out great for them.
This group is made up mostly of intermediate and advanced artists, yet anyone is welcome to join them at noon, Mondays, at Seabreeze Rec Center.
We have some really good artists who are willing to share their knowledge, help out other students here. All you have to do is show up with materials that you want to work in. Like I said earlier, we accept all 2-dimensional media. We have people that draw with graphite pencil, colored pencil, paint with watercolors, acrylics, oils, pastels. So any 2-dimensional media, we accept all skill sets. You don't have to be a Rembrandt to join this club. So if you're having difficulties, we have people that are willing to help.
Village of St. James resident Valerie Carlson started with Artist Jumpstart about 7 years ago. The 81-year-old goes every week and enjoys being with like-minded people. She says Frank inspires her to continue improving. She describes his work as exceptional, almost photographic, because he has the ability to do all kinds of mediums, and he's taught her so much. With this look inside Artist Jumpstart, I'm Ray Delago.
Is diabetes ruining your life? Diabetes Relief Care, located in Majuvia Life Centers on 441 in Lady Lake, can help you get back to your active lifestyle. With our diabetes treatment, insulin is administered as a hormone rather than a drug. Majuvia will co-manage your individualized care plan with your doctor for treatment, testing, and clinical results. Call for a private consultation and see how our diabetes treatment can help you. And yes, we accept Medicare. Visit drcvillages.com or call 352-644-9512.
What's your position, Lunar One? Over.
Repeat that, Mission Control. I don't understand. Over.
What's your position? Over.
I need my hearing aids reprogrammed.
Joe here. We've remotely changed your hearing aid prescription. How do I sound?
Copy that. Loud and clear.
Program your hearing aid from anywhere in the universe with Global Live.
Only at Elite Hearing Centers of America.
3 days after moving to the Villages in 1999, Harry Weidevelt was golfing at Briarwood Executive Golf Course. The laugh of Joe Dodal, one of the group's founders, caught Harry's attention. By the end of their round, Harry became a member of the Old Friends Golf and Social Club. The laughs continue twice a week when they get together. And on June 1st at Silver Lake Executive Golf Course, 92-year-old Harry was in a foursome where he was one of the youngest players.
I think there's 3 or 4 older guys that are still playing golf. One of them is 94, 95. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play with him today. He plays a darn good game. Don Bizzer's another guy that I know of that's in his 93, 94. Enjoy the guys, the company, and all that. We have a great time together. Some guys that play with are really good golfers.
Look at that, right in the middle of the green.
Yep.
When I grow up, I want to be just like
him. There's one on the green right now over there, Joe Burns. He's up in age too. He's about 90. I think he's 91. I'm not mistaken. But it's been a great time, a great run. I enjoy it very much. I wouldn't miss it on a bit.
2 months ago, Harry even got his second career hole-in-one while playing with his golf group at De La Vista Executive Golf Course on hole number 4. Don Visser got his 4th career hole-in-one October 31st at Silver Lake's 5th hole, making him one of the oldest golfers to record an ace right here in the Villages.
It's a good bunch of guys because we're all old and we're all in the same boat, and we all pretty much live around here, you know. It's just fun, and they don't care that I'm so old. They still play with me.
It's enjoyable every time you come, win or lose.
I just enjoy the sport. I can have an awful game with one great hole, and all I ever remember is the one thing I did correctly. All my friends, and with very few exceptions, they're the kind of friend everybody should have. The golf, I think, is the glue that holds us together.
Well, we just packed a lot of stories into just one show, and we hope you enjoyed seeing them once again. Thanks for watching.
Plaza Lincoln in Leesburg is your destination for luxury. The all-new 23 Corsair is finally in stock. Plus, current Lincoln owners receive up to $1,500 cash allowance when trading for a new Lincoln. We also offer certified pre-owned Lincolns with a 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Experience Lincoln today at our showroom, on our website, or even at your home or office. At Plaza Lincoln, our drive to be the best starts with you. Highway 441 across from the Leesburg Airport.
Well, I heard about Kraft Body Scan from a direct mail flyer that I received at my house. The results that I got from Kraft was a calcium score for the heart, needs to be somewhere around 200 and below. Mine was 600. The right side of my heart was about 92% blocked. Go and get scanned. You're talking about a nominal amount of money that can change your life or even save your life.